I think I think more modern day censorship's focused more on video games and films. I think
I
anyway.
agree. I agree. Like Rockstar games, pretty much every Rockstar game has caused some kind of debate. What was that one they did? Was it Manhunter?
Manhunt, yeah.
Yeah, where you play as like a that one. That's like a true video nasty for video games.
Yeah.
I've not played it, so I can't really comment on it.
Well, it's a stealth game where you play as a prisoner who's about to be executed on an electric chair, and he wakes up in this like arena type environment. I wouldn't exactly say it's like an arena, but he like has to play this
You,
like battle royale kind of game with other
yeah,
people,
yeah,
and you basically have to sneak around and carry out these brutal executions.
yeah.
The other NPCs, stuff like wrapping a bag around
Paper bags
somebody's,
and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, and stabbing them to death. And I don't know. I think it was in Manhunt 2. They had the syringe. Had
yeah.
the syringe
Manhunt 2
stabbing.
was wasn't Manhunt 2 like even worse, like in terms of
Yeah, because I think it was the PlayStation version of Manhunt 2 had to be censored. Like they like in like the death scenes, they kind of like have these camera angles and stuff like that, and they like I think they like made them certain colors and stuff like that. Basically, made it blurry and gave it depth of field to
yeah,
censor the death scenes in it.
yeah. But Rockstar, they get that. Um, they attract controversy, like with Bully.
Yeah, yeah,
But the
yeah.
thing
That's another
about
one.
Bully is, I think they even didn't they like change the name of it over here to the Latin type name or something. But in
Yeah,
Bully, it's like you don't play the bully, you play the bullied. It's like
yeah,
it's out there the title and we're just like, oh, it's GTA for school kids. And it's like, yeah, mechanically, but not in terms of the theme of the story and whatnot.
yeah, yeah. I'm still waiting for the sequel to that whenever it comes out.
It's
Probably
never
like a
coming.
million,
It's never coming, Hayden.
a million years time, maybe.
Because they know you want it and they're not going to give it to you.
They'll probably wait till I'm dead or something like that, and then they'll do it just straight after I'm dead.
Yeah, 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 just to spite you.
Yes.
But yeah, fucking hell, we've gone off tangents about games. Jethro, Rainer's back in.
Oh, I was going to continue on games actually.
Oh, okay.
GTA
Oh,
San Andreas, didn't that get into trouble because they announced all like the violent stuff, but there was this unlocked sex scene that they didn't declare,
oh, oh yeah,
and they get into a
It's
whole lot of trouble for that because in a lot of
yeah.
countries that would put it in the rating above wherever it was.
It was a
mm,
cheat code, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah,
I can't. Is that where you can have like sex with a hooker or something like that?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know because I've not
Yeah.
indulged in these things.
What, hookers or video games?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Oh, if you really want to like get into that, it's like there's some stuff in Japan which is just completely out there. Like you can like I remember on the Nintendo DS there was like this like dating simulator thing where you'd like date the chicks in the games and stuff like that, and guys got like proper attached to these chicks as well.
Fucking loads of them. The PS
Yeah.
stuff is absolutely rammed with them. I'm sick of it.
But
Stop making my life miserable.
yeah, I remember like it was a few months ago actually. I was very glad I was watching the BBC News and I was very glad they did this. They did a like positive take on video games for once. Like the media always slams video games, but the BBC, took a different direction with it because there was this man and his kid and they were playing FIFA on there on PlayStation, I think, or Xbox. I can't remember which one, but yeah, and they were just saying like how much of like a positive impact it's made on them during lockdown, like
Yeah,
mental health wise.
yeah,
You know, like it's helped. You know, take them away from what's happening in the world, and you know,
yeah. Like Animal Crossing and stuff.
yeah,
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 yeah.
and
That's good because I think most people in the media, it's like there's two types of games. There's Pac-Man and then there's GTA, and there's like no in between. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. It annoys me when the media do negative stuff about it. It's just like, well, the whole point in why people play game. Well, I don't actually know. That's not a fair point to say, but one of the reasons people play games is because it's stuff they can't really do in real life. Is that
Yeah,
a fair thing to say? So
yeah.
obviously you can't go down the street and shoot somebody in real life because you'll get put in prison for murder. Um, and if you drop the soap in prison, you're fucked, basically.
Literally.
Mm.
So yeah, like video games aren't meant to be like real life, which is what media's kind of trying to say. It's like, oh well, it's a lot like real life, so it influences people to do stuff in real life. I think it does the opposite, really.
Yeah,
Because if a video game was like real life, it would be shit.
I know.
Mm.
It's like the most soul-draining, boring game.
Gotta file
Yeah.
your taxes. Oh.
Yeah, and like
Back to the taxes again.
video games in a way are similar to films in that they're looking for that outer world experience almost.
Yeah. And like films, they get blamed for real life events.
Yeah, like we
So
were just yeah, like we were saying, and with video games, like we were saying about Manhunt and stuff. There was an incident with, I think it was a 15-year-old kid killed his mate or something like that,
right.
and they blamed Manhunt for it, and that's what because Manhunt 2 got, I think it got banned originally,
Yeah.
and that's where they had to like censor it and stuff. And well, they blamed Manhunt for the kid doing it, but I'm like, at the end of the day, the parents should have been watching what the kid was playing. Like,
Well, you can't prove that. You can't
no,
prove it. It's
well,
like,
no,
I mean, yeah,
well, no. It's like fast food, in my opinion. If someone can't handle something they see on screen, they shouldn't like be watching it or playing it in the first place. Like,
no
there's
one, no one, no one goes into a film a good person and comes out bad.
well, no, well, yeah, absolutely. But like, if like a lot of the time, they've already got, you know, I don't want to say wrong with them, but like, you know, there's something else
If they're
there.
not of a sound mind,
Yeah,
then they can be
basically.
played. But no one goes in a good person and leaves corrupted.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like I mean, there's several famous cases of this happening, but like I think like the Hungerford massacre was blamed on Rambo 3. And the thing is, Rambo 3's the dumb one, where he like single-handedly kills half of the Soviet army in Afghanistan.
Yeah, so this
And
was
that and that
Mujahideen.
film and that film, by all consensus, was supposed to be like a 15, but because of the Hungerford massacre and all that hoopla surrounding it, it became an 18.
Yeah.
Things like that. So
It's the least graphic one, even though it had the most counts of violence in any film up to that point.
yeah, but it was like so stupid, unlike the first two, which were like somewhat grounded in reality, especially First Blood.
Yeah.
And Rambo 3, it's the one where he's shirtless, he's like well oiled, he's single-handedly holding an M60 machine gun with the Mujahideen behind him.
And that's probably the most, don't want to say offensive, but the most, yeah, that thing about it
Yeah.
is didn't know that anything about Operation Tycoon until watching that. Got really confused.
I know.
Oh,
I think in like the original print of like Rambo 3 at the end credits, they say like, "Oh, we want to extend our gratitude to our friends in the Mujahideen and the Taliban," and it's like, If only they knew. If only they knew.